Hello, and welcome to the Dating Pool blog. I'm Kharisma, author of 5 books. My latest, the Dating Pool blog, a collaboration of blog postings based on dating and relationship issues. Today, I wanted to talk about what are the barriers to most relationships. This is a very general question and can be answered multiple different ways. Some people believe that the main barriers to relationships are game playing. Personally, as a single woman, I've been through this situation many times where I've gone on dates. I have associated well with a particular person. We vibed well. We got along. And after the date, I never hear from him again. Or he texts, but he never really calls. Or he makes up a date for the next time, but it never comes around. These type of things can be emotionally draining on most people, not just women that are like me, but people in general don't like to be played with. Not really. Or manipulated or cheated against. However, what we have to do in order to find out how to deal with these barriers is to identify what are the underlying causes of these barriers. Why do people play games? Why do they cheat? Why do they lie? Why do they deceive? Why do they represent themselves, misrepresent themselves rather, in a way that's not truthful? And I think that it all goes back to the foundation of upbringing. Some people believe, as myself, that family is the foundation of all your morals, your values, how you think, how you feel about different things. And so, therefore, if you were brought up as a child, your parents did a lot of bickering and fighting, or you may have even witnessed them lying or cheating or playing games with each other. You may question what are real relationships about? Are husband and wife or girlfriend and boyfriend supposed to fight, supposed to lie to each other, supposed to play games? And we all know that that's the wrong thing to do. However, it's a trend that has been repeated throughout history. It's probably in everybody's family history where there's a game player, there's someone who always manipulates and lies, and it may not just be in romantic relationships, but also in their dealings with family and friends and associates. And so what ends up happening is that person ends up ostracizing themselves from the people who are the most important to them. So I believe family is one of the central origins of your beliefs and how you identify yourself as a person. However, it's not the only one. Today's society is a very shallow society, and I believe it shapes every one of us in some small way, some more than others. And so many people believe that if I have a flashy car, if I have materialistic items, then I don't have to work to develop myself on the inside. I don't have to soul search. I don't have to work on my personality. I don't have to be a good person. I can just buy nice things, look good, and people will be drawn and attracted to me. They will even deal with game playing, cheating and lying, and things of that sort. This may be true. However, most healthy relationships are not built on this type of foundation. So therefore, most people have to find better ways to develop their relationships by first developing themselves. And that leads me to my third point. Most of what we do is based on who we are as people. We have to take accountability and responsibility for what we do, what we say, and even how we feel. We have to take accountability for that. We have to ask ourselves, why do we feel a certain way about things? Why do we have certain attitudes and beliefs about things? And what are some things that are unhealthy and negative for yourself personally, but can also creep into your relationships with your mate, with your friends, with your family, co-workers, everyone. And that's why it's so important to get to know you. It's very important to love yourself. And that's why I wrote a book, 2 books rather. Love Thyself for women, and then I have Love Thyself, the teen version, to help women and girls to develop better relationships with themselves first. And then they can progress into other relationships and have more successful connections with people in general. I could touch on the self-esteem of men and boys. However, being that I haven't experienced that firsthand, I won't touch on that. I may invite a guest, a male guest, to come on my show and to talk about his views on self-esteem, or maybe even a panel. Who knows in the future what it will hold. So basically, to wrap all this around to one point, I believe you first must search yourself for the answer to the question, what are my dating barriers specifically? And everybody has their own personal barriers based on their background, based on who they are, based on the circles of people they have around them, and the society as a whole. So therefore, that's where you have to start, at yourself. And then you can start to explore what type of person you deserve, what type of person is worth your time and your effort and your energy. And hopefully you'll have productive relationships as a result. So there we go. We have some foundation points on relationship barriers. Tell me what you think. Leave me your comments and we can discuss it. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.